Welcome into the Huntsman Center. Dusty Lister, Dane Stewart. Second game of the 6A semifinals. The winner will move on to take on Lone Peak. And we got the reigning champion, the Fremont Silverwolves, and they have got the state's second all-time, the second player, girls player, to be named to the McDonald's All-American team, and Tamia Gardner.
Yeah, you're going to love it. Look, Tamia, what a year she has had. What a career she's had. We've talked about the injuries. We haven't been able to see a full 4 years of Tamia Gardner, but we get to see her senior year. And it's been a fantastic career for her. You talk about a McDonald's All-American, but a player that can play inside. She can stretch the floor, shoots well. She's very athletic up and down the floor. You'll see her bring the ball up at times. She can do everything for Fremont. And then you pair that with Maggie Mendelson, who both of them played on the junior national team. Maggie will not have an opportunity as a McDonald's All-American because she's just a junior that reclassified as a senior. So this is kind of the last year to see those bigs from Fremont that they've become known for the last half of a decade. Man, that's crazy to say. Yeah. But this is the goal. A team that's dominated Region 1, trying to get back to another state championship. And this Fremont team's been really solid all year.
Well, they have been outstanding. They've been solid all year for a long time. As we will start with the Westlake Thunder. And we got to do a little house cleaning. I misspoke during the McDonald's All-American thing for Tamia before the last game. She is the second player to be given that award. However, Natalie Williams, it was not available to Natalie Williams when she played at Taylorsville, but it was Michelle Harrison then of Mountain View that is the other McDonald's All-American player. As on the drive and make there, Kaylee Hedrick. And I got to give the citation to Coach O'Connor, who watched our stream, and he emailed me, Dusty, let me share this with you. I really appreciate it, Coach. He knows that. Mia Austin for three.
Well, it's going to be really interesting. This Westlake team, we've seen them a couple times this year in Region 4. They've got a great front court, and they've got good length. They play a lot of zone. They're going to try to make things really tough. But you see the pressure there. We saw it against Skyridge in the regular season. We saw it a little bit. Davis tried to implement, or no, who'd they play in the semis? Or in the quarters? It was Davis.
It was Davis,
right?
Yeah.
Davis tried to implement it at times. They have had their moments where they have struggled to be able to execute effectively against that pressure. And if Fremont's going to throw that, which we've seen them do it, Westlake's going to have an answer to try to get that up the floor.
Allie Coombs getting away with that offensive rebound, and it went off of Westlake and will stay here.
Talk about some players. Tessa Cheney, number 24 for Westlake. She's their post. You look at Hedrick as well as Lundgren. They've got, again, a really talented and long front court that they can be just as versatile up front. They've got to be able to get into their sets and work some things. Their goal is going to be to keep this game under 50. Easier said than done against Fremont.
Right. How rare is it that the Thunder would come into a game and you look at the 4-5 and say, could they win that battle? It does not happen very often,
right.
But only when you got Gardner and Mendelson. As the Thunder are going to take their time to get the right shot. Hedrick sends it cross court to Salval. And that is Paige Payne. Kissed it off the window.
You know what? Use it all day long. I love that. We talk about the guards. They've got to play fantastic for Westlake. You have an opportunity to beat that defense off, from the top of the paint. And if it takes the glass, it takes the glass. It's still worth two. Doesn't matter. Bottom of the net. Westlake, I feel like offensively they've been really aggressive here the first couple of possessions, which is great.
Absolutely. As that foul goes on Tessa Cheney. And that'll put Maggie Mendelson at the line. As Dane mentioned, Maggie was on the junior national team. With this last summer, Tamia Gardner had been on that team before. And Maggie, as we talked to Coach Dale about and asked her, well, what was that like for her? What do you think it's done for her? And she gave her confidence, helped her realize she's a basketball player and how good she is at basketball because she's an outstanding volleyball player.
And she looks like a basketball player.
She is. You can see that she said it was the coaching that she got was so good, open her eyes and help her just get that confidence of how good she is. As that ball goes out of bounds, that's off of Westlake.
I mean this in the best possible way. I felt like previous years Mendelson looked like basketball's her second sport.
Yeah.
Right? Really good. But this year it looks like basketball's her first sport.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like her growth has been off the charts. I mean, just look at how aggressive she is in getting that positioning to begin with. I love what we've seen from Maggie here in the playoffs.
But the collapse got there and able to knock it away, and it'll be Westlake looking to reclaim the lead. Down one here early. Of course, Maggie going to go on to play at Nebraska. Tamia going to go play at Oregon State. So much to Corey Mullaney, as a three is good from Siona Salval.
You know, the other thing in terms of Maggie, her development, you think about last year Emma Calvert was there, and so you've got three bigs you're working and more minutes, more time. You talk about the offseason. I mean, it's all just come together for Maggie. And, yeah, we found out going to Nebraska, and I love that. I mean, that's heck of an opportunity to go play Big 12 women's basketball. And,
Big 10.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And it's Mia Austin's second three of the quarter.
It doesn't feel right, does it?
It's not right.
It's still just – I'm a 90s guy, apparently.
No offense to Maggie, and I'm sure we have some Nebraska people watching. Bad decision.
Well,
Bad.
It wasn't
Huge.
Maggie's decision.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I know we got some Nebraska people watching.
Oh, yeah.
I got family from Nebraska. I say it to them all the time. Is that pulse inside? And a lay-in for Tessa Cheney.
Yeah. Talking about the Fremont, the Fremont Posts and their ability to establish in the paint. Tessa does a nice job of sealing that, creates the lane for the entry, and nice finish from close.
And a great start here for
Yes.
Coach O'Connor's. The three on the way, and Mia Austin. She is game 3 threes in the first.
Yeah, the senior dialed in here early on for Fremont. And with Westlake, we talk about the length inside. When you get that guard contribution, that's going to open things up. As Westlake, you can tell they're trying to push it, right? They don't want to have to execute against this Fremont defense in the half court, and a costly turnover there because of it.
Yeah, Mia Austin hit those threes to hear this line. The guys on the stream are talking about the posts. Hey, how about the guard? Knock down the three.
Yeah. 3
threes here from Mia. Into the corner is Kenan James. As Mia will hand off to Callie Hill. Now try to get that ball inside. They front and back, and the ball taken away by Kaylee Hedrick.
And nice help by Hedrick collapsing down. We've talked about their defense. It has been strong all year long.
Skip to Lundgren, now to the corner. Salval chased off the three. Cross court, Hedrick. Feed inside to Cheney. And he'll get the foul to Mendelson. It'll be Cheney going to the line.
Side-to-side passing. They're really trying to make Fremont cover the entire width of the floor. And you skip that across, you get a hard closeout, dribble around, help comes. I feel like the games we've seen with Westlake have been very kind of slow and methodical. And this is, all right, we're going right at it. And we're going to attack. And I was not expecting this. We talked about it, right? Westlake's going to pull things out, try to, shorten the game. And it has not been that way. It's, all right, we're going to go toe-to-toe. Let's go score it.
And Coach Connors remembers that multiple overtime game a couple years ago against Emma Calvert when she was a sophomore. He said, hey, we can do this. Off the screen. Send out Mendelson. Mia Austin. Drop that ball inside. Maybe off spot there by Kenan James. Didn't realize where she was on the floor, and now down the floor with the Thunder.
See, once again, Tessa Cheney playing strong in the post.
Jensen, baseline J wouldn't drop. Salval pulls down the rebound. And Westlake, and nothing else, will hold the state record for players in long sleeves. Davis held the record for players with sleeves on the floor at one time, 4 out of 5. Rex Sunderland was the only one with his guns out, guns out. As the three good from Jensen.
That's the next level information we bring.
That's why you watch the stream.
Yeah.
As Chloe Jensen trying to warm up the floor for her brother Willie, who'll be playing in the 6A semifinals, as Maggie Mendelson goes big fundamental. kiss it off the window.
In fact, we got the gold in the student section today for Westlake.
Oh, someone was wearing a sash and a birthday hat today. So they don't sing happy birthday just for nothing else. That's a missed opportunity. Cheney lays that one in.
It is your birthday. It is your birthday. Period.
I want peach cobbler on my birthday. Outside. Oh, nice find, and Mendelson lays it in. Beautiful find from Ashley Oliver. As our old broadcast partner, Dan Barney. You know, it could be 15 years later. Dan still knows, just like, it just goes right back. A lot of state tournament games we did with Dan Barney.
Yes.
Dribble drive. Fox 2.
He doesn't remember Fox 3, but it was.
Absolutely. As, nice take and make by Siona Salval. That is 5 points in the quarter for Siona. Hey, look at this. Westlake up 3.
We don't get stats after quarters. I really wish we did.
Yeah.
Because Westlake right now is shooting at a really impressive clip.
Mendelson having to fight through that back. The weak side play by Kaylee Hedrick.
Did you see how Mendelson came away from that play? I mean, it's like, let's go. I did not expect this much fight from Westlake, especially offensively early. And a foul like that, is that the ignition for Maggie, who's already got 6, but she came out intense.
We had one of our coaching friends who reached out and we talked and said, hey, you like doing girls' games? What I love about the girls' games, by and large, so I'm going 98%. Not a lot of trash talking. You don't see it. You don't get the bumping.
Yeah.
But you see Hedrick came really aggressive, like she should. Mendelson comes out aggressive, gets the foul, and it wasn't go yapping back and forth and stuff, and you just move on to the next play.
Well, and the thing is a couple possessions ago, it was Cheney who was aggressive defensively, right? I mean, Westlake's doing everything they can to disrupt the post play of Fremont, make it physical, make it hard, and it's been pretty good here. It's allowed them to stay within this game, lead it.
Yeah. Hey, you can't stall your way to a championship. Just doesn't work. Three from Lundgren. Got it! And that's a 5-point lead for the Thunder. 5 seconds. And it's blocked away by Hedrick. At the end of one, game on. Thunder lead by 5, 21-16 over the reigning champion Fremont Silverwolves. You're watching the 6A semifinals on KSLSports.com. Start of the second quarter. How about the Thunder leading by 5 at the end of one?
Sometimes we talk about playing with pressure. You know what's been the story today? Playing without pressure. You think about Harriman. No one thought Harriman would get Lone Peak a game, and yet they're in it. I didn't think Westlake would be able to hang, and yet they lead. I mean, play free, man.
Hey,
just go have fun.
Much like the AFC NFC Championship day, semifinal day tends to be the best day.
Yeah.
Tamia off on the 3. And the rebound tracked down by Allie Coombs. Give it back to Allie. Drive the baseline. And there's the block and the foul. We'll see if that goes to Hedrick, and it does.
And that's the other thing. You talked about, I don't remember what you said, actually, but you made some mention of it. I'll tell you this.
But it must have been good.
It stuck with me, Dusty. Westlake has been really physical. And we've noticed this week, boys and girls, officials have let them get more physical. And so that plays to Westlake's advantage. I mean, they have been very much in the space of Fremont, contesting every shot. And look, if that's going to be the way this game plays, Westlake, they can hang around in this one.
Fremont picking up pressure. Try to get some extra possessions as Lundgren sends back up to Hedrick. As Westlake going to take their time, get the right shot. Is Fremont in the 2-3 zone. Angle Paige Payne back up top to Hedrick. Paige, high post to Lundgren, goes high-low, and that ball tipped away by Mendelson.
Yeah, great deflection there. Thought she had an outlet to kick that back out.
Eddie. We're going to go to Charlie Hunt. It'll be Coombs pulling on the 3. And the rebound taken by Hedrick.
Both teams here in the zone. That's a dual meaning.
Yes, absolutely. Got it. Jimmy Gardner with the steal. Ahead to Eddie. Hedrick back, and Eddie can't get it. Rebound to Mendelson. Maggie left it short of the rebound, cleared by Cheney.
Plays normally converted, left unconverted. Saw that in the first semi today as well.
And amazing, the Westlake and Harriman opened the same year.
Fremont started to bring a lot more pressure out further, too.
Lundgren long on the 3, backside board by Paige Payne, and the foul going to be charged to Charlie Hunt. The Paige Payne at the line.
Westlake's been really strong on the offensive glass, especially on the backside. Been surprised. Feels like Fremont, I mean, you think about that Bingham game, they cleared out on boards, did a pretty good job. And today, Westlake's they've been strong on the glass.
Payne misses the first as Mia Austin going to come back on. Mia hit 3 threes in the opening quarter.
Think about that. Mia with half their points. To Mia still hasn't scored.
I couldn't think of the one shot attempt as well.
Yeah.
For Westlake, number 13, Siona Salva.
Try to go to me in the corner, and Hedrick. I think Hedrick's ready for this game.
Yes.
Man.
She's flying all over.
Gardner quickly into Mendelson. Triple team around Maggie, and a
Guess
jump
who?
ball. Hedrick on the weak side.
Yeah, they bring help on the zone, so there's no baseline, there's no turn back to the middle. Hedrick collapsing down. The zone has been really active on its help today, and man, it's been great.
Full court pressure. Lundgren sends out the Salval. Hedrick snaps it quickly here near side to Jensen. Chloe, good defense from Mia Austin. And a trap up top. Hedrick able to pull through the double. Salval trying to get that into Cheney, knocked away by Mendelson.
I mentioned a possession or two ago, Fremont really pulling that defense out, trying to speed it up. And doing a really good job of getting back in position where the quick ball movement can't find that open look.
Salval just got that in. Gets it back in the corner. Jensen, now Lundgren. Trying to get that ball. Well, Cheney at least trying to show a post. Again, Westlake can take their time, not be forced into a shot. Try to go backside on Mendelson again. Good hands, and it'll be Westlake ball near side. Ooh, Austin, maybe, went off of Jensen's foot.
That pass just didn't have the right angle, and Salval coming back and said, hey, that's me. It was a entry, wasn't in the right spot, and told you Fremont picking it up defensively with their activity, able to help generate the turnover.
To be a Gardner back rim, and a rebound taken by Cheney, stolen by Coombs, swatted away by Cheney.
No give up. It's a great steal, and you think you got an easy bucket, and Tessa Cheney's hanging out.
And a steal by Hedrick. Garner on the chase. Hedrick to the rim and lays it in. And that's a 6-point Westlake lead. Just love the effort from Kaylee Hedrick in this first half. The most impactful player in this half.
Yes. And really that impact has been on both ends of the floor. We've talked about the defense. And on that play, turn it into offense.
And Coombs knocks down the three, cuts the deficit in half.
Fremont has shot the three ball really well here in this first half. And it's crazy to think with Gardner and Mendelson, the three ball has been the life support for Fremont.
Well, we learned in the boys' 6A finals last year, as Jensen leaves that one short, you don't have to have the most recruited and talented bigs to disrupt bigs in a high school game.
Yeah.
Westlake, no doubt.
No doubt. Well, you could argue we saw that from the Westlake boys 2 days ago.
True. Very true. But I was really angling at the Kohler matchup a year ago.
Yeah, no, I know where you were going.
I was just wanting to be
Yeah. Crystal clear.
I talked with Kohler about that a couple days ago.
Yeah?
He agreed with what? Yeah.
He still had a double-double.
He did.
It's not like he still played really well.
He did, but he just thought about it. He said, yeah, man, they banged on it, you know?
Yeah.
Oakley Slade said, this is all I'm doing today.
Yep.
You're mine. Didn't make anything easy that night.
No.
As Westlake can try to go double-double like Farmington did last year in 5A. Of both boys and girls making a championship game appearance. Ball on the baseline, and Paige Payne has that ball knocked out of bounds. We'll stay here with the Thunder. And timeout taken by Coach O'Connor. 2:44 left in the half. We'll be right back. You're watching the 6A semifinals on KSLSports.com. So out of the timeout, see what the Thunder look for with a 3-point lead. Salval has that one stripped away. And a loose ball taken by Kenan James, now down the floor with Fremont. Callie Hill back up top to Charlie Hunt, back to Callie. Look inside to Mendelson. Mendelson force it up and got it. And it's a 1-point game. And now a foul going to be charged to Fremont. That'll go to Sierra Eddy.
Number 12, Sierra Eddy for first. It's the third team foul.
Fremont picking up the pressure. Hedrick goes to the corner to Jensen. Or probably that's Feller. There's Payne. Hedrick finds the backside, takes the bump, can't get it to roll in. Mendelson with the board, lead out to Eddy. Charlie Hunt near side to Hill. Baseline to Mendelson. Eddy for three. No, and the rebound loose and out to Hunt.
Tell you, the posts of Fremont are making Westlake, the top of that zone, really collapse down, and it's allowing for a lot of these open looks. And I think right now the game plan is make the guards beat you, and Fremont, they're starting to.
Charlie Hunt knocks down the three, and it's Fremont up 2 as the line change is going to get ready to come in for Coach Lisa Daleabout. As soon as they hit the three, she's like, all right, come on, let's go. She's going to go semi-sonic, closing time as Lundgren lips that one out, a rebound, and now you have a loose ball foul on Kenan James.
And I love the substitutions coming on here because, like, all right, now we got a lead. Go do it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, Westlake came out. It was an absolute storm. And they've kind of weathered it. And now you got a chance to get 1 and 2 back on the floor. Go do what you do.
Well, try to go close this up. Well, who will have the lead? We got 1 minute left in the half. And a half that's been really a great half for Westlake. And, we say that as they trail by 2. They've been up the whole first half. And Fremont yet to lose in the state of Utah. Been dominant against Utah teams. As sent back out, Salval. Baseline jumper. Lundgren left that a little long. Now on the run, Mia Austin. Ahead to Tamia Gardner, her first points of the half.
It's changing, Dusty.
And a steal. Oliver, Austin. Left it short, and that goes off of Westlake. It'll be Fremont ball.
Winds of change.
Gardner +1. Tamia now a 4, looking for 5.
And I'm trying to remember what the score was. Was it 24? I don't remember. It's at least a 7-0 run.
Yeah, I think we'll get that the half. For some reason in my head I got 24-18.
I was thinking 17 or 18. I couldn't recall, but.
Well, I know in their second round game, Corner Canyon jumped out early. I think it was 8 to 10 points early. And then there was a 20-point lead for Fremont at the half. So they'll take a punch early. There's 8 seconds left. Full court press on from Fremont. Looking for the extra possession and got it. Looking for a shot to horn. Tamia. 8 points to close out the half for the McDonald's All-American, Tamia Gardner. It was a goose egg with just over a minute left in the half and an 8-point flurry from Tamia. And now a 10-point lead for Fremont at the break. Silverwolves 34, Thunder 24. You're watching the 2022 6A semifinals on KSLSports.com. Ten-point lead for Fremont. Dane, the McDonald's All-American, as Tamia Gardner showed her why she's getting that jersey at the end of the half.
Yeah, pretty good end to the break. 8 points in the closing minutes. It was an 18-3 second quarter. Westlake, after going 8 of 9 in the first, 1 of 6 from the floor in the second, only had 6 shots and just made 1 of them, as Lundgren able to dial that one in. But, man, you go dry spells against Fremont, and you find yourselves in double-figure deficits, and see if they can dial back that defense after Fremont started to shoot them out of it a little bit. 6 of 12 from beyond the arc for the Silverwolves in that first half.
Yeah, Austin back rim to 3. Rebound to Maggie Mendelson, powers away, and Cheney, or probably had Lundgren rather, with the block on Mendelson. Into the corner, Lundgren, now Cheney, sent back up, Salval, pass up the 3, and that's taken away by Garner. Tamia ahead, Oliver with Hedrick there, and Hedrick will pick up the foul, and it'll be 2 free throws coming to Ashley Oliver.
Number 14, Kaylee Hendrick, her second. First team foul in the second half. At the line, number 1, Ashley Oliver.
And misses the first.
Fremont only had 3 defensive rebounds in that first half. 6 offensive, which is not often you see a team with double the amount of offensive as defensive rebounds in a contest, or a half.
And that's going to go to Fremont. Inside of 6.5 left in the third.
10 first half turnovers for Westlake, most of those coming in the second. And early in the third here with another.
Mia Austin started out 3 for 3 from deep. Missed her last few. And Westlake with a 3 could get down 5. Salval going to pull for the long 2. Short. Rebound to Garner. Tamia sent out Austin. Tamia Gardner off on the 3. Down the floor with the Thunder. Led most of that first half until Gardner went off. We're talking about 8 points under a minute, including a 3 at the horn. Hedrick, cross court, Lundgren. Extra pass to Jensen from the corner. Got it. Chloe Jensen, second 3. Come back to the other end. Coombs matches a 3 with a 3.
Talk about Westlake really trying to restrict the interior against this Fremont squad and trying to make the Silverwolf guards beat them from the outside. Continue to shoot well here from long range.
And Hedrick kept waiting for it to stop. Ball did not. She got all the way to the rim and finishes, and it's a 6-point game. 4:45 left in the third. We'll be right back. You're watching the 6A semifinals.
Number 3, Callie Hill. 34, Kenan James.
.45 left in the third, and Westlake was down 10 to start the quarter. Chipped it down a couple of buckets, only down 6. As Fremont with the basketball, Dane up 6, but they've found more of their groove, but haven't been able to get Maggie quite going. I say that, she's got 9 points, but it's been a hard-earned 9 points.
It has been. I mean, they're really making the posts work from the paint, and even that. So now Maggie's going to step out, and that shot missed. But just see, they were 7 of 12 beyond the arc in the first half. I think they're 1 of 2 in the second half. I mean, if I'm Westlake, I'm like, if you're going to shoot 50%, fine. But I've been amazed they've been able to keep that clip going.
Right.
From long range. I think when I think of Fremont, I think of the posts. I don't think of their guard outside shot, but right. It's been that way today, and tip of the cap.
Well, I'm just impressed that, they said, okay, we're going to force you to shoot threes, and Fremont said, fine. They shoot 12.
Okay.
They shoot 12 in the first half. It might be at least a Dale-About record for a number 3.5.
Not since the days of Mulaney and Doxy. Huh?
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, Corey?
When Emma was just a youngin'.
Yeah.
As that ball goes out of bounds, and go back to Fremont. Zigged and thought she was going to zag. Or run a stick route and just show hands and wait.
Duffed another one of those previous perimeter shooters. Needless to say, Fremont's been pretty good at basketball for a while.
Been a pretty decent run.
Yeah.
Zach goes out of bounds. We'll stay here with Westlake. Or probably with Fremont. Good, game 2 of 4 on the day. Get the day off tomorrow. And then the 4 championship games on Saturday at BYU. Charlie Hunt floats it. No, and the rebound.
I don't know what you're planning on doing with your day off. I'm going to sleep in till 6. I can't wait.
That ball goes out of bounds. Well, it's not the day off of Boulder Bag, so.
Yeah, no, it's the side job is a day off. The full-time job is not, so.
Yeah, I'm going to say, say hi to the wife and kids.
Living the dream, huh?
Yeah.
This week is like a dream. It all starts to blend, and you think back, did that really happen? And I don't remember what happened last night. And
I think
we talked about that.
Anybody who's been involved in our state tournaments, including the coaches, has that ball stripped away. I think everyone's going to wake up tomorrow and think it's Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, it was hanging on a pivot and layup it in.
I don't know what I'm going to do. Normally I take Saturday to recover.
And off the steal, Westlake with an opportunity to cut it down to 1 possession. Fremont fans wanted a whistle, didn't get it. To the corner, Jensen sent it back up top. Paige Payne. Now to Jensen will reset the offense for Coach Connors. Hedrick.
You see the top of that zone getting spread pretty wide. You could drop someone top of the free throw line there, try to dissect.
So I was waiting for that angled show to the junction.
Yeah.
Matching the lineup.
Coach Connor was frustrated. He thought missed an opportunity, and I think it was just that.
Yeah.
Cheney coming up.
It's like someone's show and look opposite. Jensen off on the 3, rebound, and
I mean, there's so much room with how far they're spreading their guards out, and a lot of that's because of the ball movement up top, but Westlake's not looked to attack that at all. I've been surprised.
Yeah. Herb Brooks would say, you got to show options. You can go here, I go here, here.
Yeah.
That's why you show to that junction. And there's Lundgren. Came to it. And a steal. Long possession leads to a steal to Mia Austin. Mia. Give it to Mendelson. Try to get that ball inside. Jensen tipped it. Mia Austin off on the 3. Loose ball. And taken by Austin again. Short. Gardner couldn't control it.
Wow.
No way. I don't think we need to have replay on this one. Boop, boop. This way. Yeah.
I was going to make a mention of something, but I'm holding it. It will come out eventually. Probably not till the boys' games, but it's nothing against the girls. But we got plans tonight, folks.
We saved controversy for then. Oh, the steal. Good hands by Oliver. Austin. Now Coombs, she's fouled from behind by Lundgren, who thought for sure Coombs was going to pull for the Junction J. And it'll put Coombs at the line for 2 free throws.
It's hard enough to beat Fremont when you keep giving them second and third opportunities, turnovers. It makes it all the more difficult. And Westlake, first quarter played about as good as you can. Obviously, they just missed 1 shot. You got to figure out how to clean some of that up.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you just can't give them second, third opportunities on the possession. You can't turn the ball over on the offensive end. Just got to dial this in a little bit. And here's your opportunity.
Well, and he's shown you can get spurt. If you can get the spurt to go, get going for you if you're Westlake. Cleaner possessions. And they might find them, get themselves whittled back down to a 1-possession game.
Well, and I don't mean that as a slight to any of the Fremont players on the board, but now you only got Tamia on the floor with James, right?
Yep.
I feel much more comfortable attacking that than Tamia and Mackey.
Right.
So for me, it's like, all right, now's your chance. Go put together a little spurt, see if you can close out this third, and instead it's more of the same.
Forced pass stolen by Fremont. Gardner sends it back over to Eddie. Off on the three, and then we'll have a loose ball foul on Callie Hill on the rebound. And it'll be Westlake basketball. Second team foul on the Silverwolves. Fremont can stay in the full court press. It's a tight handoff in the corner. Hedrick kept her wits about her. Salvo, skip to Jensen, send out Lundgren. Back rims a three. Got the look they wanted. .25 seconds left in the third. Callie Hill, short. Rebound taken by Hunt. Cheney got her hands on it. That's out of bounds off of Fremont.
You know, the tough thing here, Dusty, we talked about Westlake, how crisp the ball movement was in the first quarter. They were active. They were aggressive. I feel like they're starting to feel a little bit of that pressure, right? Oh, we got to make a play, and it's forcing them to maybe be quick on the trigger and throwing that away, losing the opportunity, and see if they can close out this third here with something positive.
5 seconds. Salvo to Hedrick. And then Hedrick draws the foul on Tamia Gardner.
See, and I think those are the kind of plays you got to make. If you're going to be able to spread that zone out, you play the ball wide, you cut through the middle. I love the idea there. And really for me, it's more about, again, getting back to attacking the rim, right? Being the aggressor, not, a ton of perimeter ball, like, go get it.
Free throw comes off for Kaylee Hedrick. As Mendelson, Austin, and Coombs come back on. And Hedrick goes 0 for 2 from the stripe, and that'll do it for the third. Westlake was down 10, got down to 6. We head to the fourth quarter. 2 remain, only 1 can survive to go take on Lone Peak on Saturday. We go to the fourth quarter. You're watching the 6A semifinals on KSLSports.com. Start of the fourth quarter. Fremont leads 40-34. Dusty Litster, Dane Stewart with you. The winner will go to the Marriott Center to take on Lone Peak. And Dane, it was a good third quarter for Westlake. I think even then, where it is, the fact they left plays on the floor.
Yeah, indubitably. You talk about some of the turnovers they have, and there's another one, right? It's a good idea, but it's one where I feel like sometimes they haven't had the crispness, or they haven't seen it before they're executing it, right? They're throwing based on trust rather than on what's there, and that's one of those where the idea is great, it's just covered.
And Gardner lips that one out. Mendelson down the rebound. They're going to have a foul on the putback.
It's where I go back to, again, if you can spread that zone out and work the ball up top and then try to attack it from that, it might get a different opportunity, but the foul's adding up here for Westlake as well.
That's the third personal foul on Cheney. As Maggie hits the first. A little delay here. They'll take care of a uniform. As the free throw comes off and the rebound to Cheney. So a chance, well, now down 7. Westlake got to keep pace. But they're going to keep pressure on the reigning champion, Fremont Silverwolves. Lundgren got stuck behind the backboard and out of bounds off of Gardner.
Yeah, there was some confusion there defensively. It looked like there was some miscommunication. Were they going man? Were they going zone? A couple players got lost there, and Westlake wasn't able to take advantage of the opportunity. Fremont here will get reset.
Inbound straightaway 3. Won't go on rebound to Tamia.
Westlake hit 3 threes. They went 3 for 3 in the first quarter. I don't know if they've hit one since. They didn't in the second quarter. I don't recall one in the third.
Jensen had one in the third.
Did she? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
But it was Coombs with the baseline jumper. And now a 9-point advantage for Fremont. Kenny Loggins would say in the danger zone now for the Thunder. As there's the steal. Oliver on the run. Mia Austin. Sent back up top to Oliver. And they'll reset the offense for the Silverwolves. And nobody home on that pass looking for Mendelson.
He'd also say the world meets no one halfway. Well, he'd say meet me halfway.
Meet me halfway.
Yeah.
Across the sky.
Yeah.
Can knock him. He's got great movie songs.
It's pretty stellar.
Cheney misses the bunny. Now on the run again with Fremont looking to increase the 9-point lead. Westlake's played good defense, Dane, and again, there's some missed opportunities on the other end. And Cheney again, good defense. Here come the Thunder.
I mean, if you said Gardner and Mendelson would combine for 18 with 5 minutes to go in the game, you'd feel pretty good.
Salval sends out Jensen. Her third 3 of the day. Full timeout to Coach O'Connor's. 5:14 left in the fourth. Westlake hanging around. You're watching the 6A semifinals.
Welcome back. You know, there's a new school being ready to be built up in Taylor, and that will obviously have some impact on Fremont, boundaries, that sort of thing. I got an idea for a mascot. Tell me what you think about this. I read an article. How about the jet dolphins? There's a jet-powered dolphin. How about that? I don't know if that's safe for the dolphin, but man, I mean, if you were a jet dolphin, that'd be pretty intimidating, huh? Your speed would be unreal. Random thoughts.
Salval sends that one out to Hedrick. Yeah.
The Jet Dolphins. Just have to hope that, well, it's a weird match of the AFC East. But.
And we're going to have a foul, go against Oliver. Yeah, go that route. It's called the Zach Wilson's. So, here's a rare one, right? You play games with your kids, you learn things. And if you play Ticket to Ride, it's a younger game, right, for the kids. The state of Utah has a whale on it. Because back in the late 1800s, early 1900s, someone had an idea that you could keep whales in the Great Salt Lake, because that is a foul. Will stay here. That'll be the 15th foul on the Silverwolves. And you don't know if there still are whales in the Great Salt Lake, because they had brought them. And then people started hunting them or whatever, fishing them. And there still could be a few whales in the Great Salt Lake.
Okay.
There have been sightings.
Of whales?
Of whales, yes. They import them from Australia. True story. On the drive and the foul, and the Hedrick will get 2 free throws.
How do you import a whale?
Especially in the late 1800s, 1900s. I'm with you. We're playing this game. My daughter's like, Dad, why is there a whale on the state of Utah? Timeout on the floor. We'll stay here. Story time with Uncle Dusty. And I decided to look it up. And it's legit. It's a legit thing. I put whales in Utah. You go through the whole thing, you could read it. Yeah, really interesting.
Well, I mean, look, be the Taylor Whales, huh?
So that's what I was saying. The whales were the whalers.
Now, look, you can do some pretty good stuff with a Whalers logo, huh? I mean, just look at the hockey world. It inspires us all the time. But the Hartford Whalers logo is legit.
Yeah.
You could do a variant of that.
Sorry, I was trying to come up. I've had some pretty funny ones, but I was playing them out in my head.
Yeah,
it wasn't going as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll keep it going. We know someone on the naming committee.
I mean, it'd be kind of cool to have a new fish.
Yeah, we'll be submitting some ideas. A new fish. Mammal.
Whatever.
Free throw off the mark. Hedrick, the third missed free throw for Hedrick. As you heard that, you can hit us up. What TV show?
Yeah.
And or character for bonus points. As Hedrick hits the second and a 5-point game. Here we go, crunch time for both these teams. The winner moves on to the 6A championship to take on Lone Peak. As that goes off the hands of Coombs, out of bounds. It'll be Westlake ball. Dan, this is eerily like that the semifinal in that year with Emma Calvert as a sophomore.
I do not recall, Senator, but it may very well be. I know Dusty's got a much better memory than I do. I'll tell you this. We talked about the great start for the offense of Westlake today, and then it's been a little tough sledding since. I mean, they scored 21 points in the first quarter, just 17 since that point, but the defense has stayed locked in and has kept them in this game where they've got an opportunity here.
Try to send that along the baseline, and that's out of bounds. Again, just missed opportunity there. You leave your feet. You got to know what you're going to do with the ball.
Yeah.
But the Thunder are going to keep the pressure on, and they get that to Gardner. To Mia, still stuck in the backcourt. Here's Mia Austin. They got to get it across. Timeout, Coach Dale about. Full timeout.
I was getting close.
3:28 left in the fourth quarter. 5-point game. The winner moves on to the 6A title game. We'll be right back.
College wasn't built for me.
I didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
Litzer, Dane Stewart with you. 5-point game. Fremont with the ball. Mia Austin goes into Mendelson. Mendelson goes at Lundgren. Double team comes, sends out. Oliver will reset the offense for Coach De La Belle. Fired inside, Mendelson. Laid up and in.
We've seen that bottom line of Westlake get drawn up. They do again as soon as that ball gets sent out on the reset, and Mendelson able to slide underneath.
Talked about that semifinal game 4 years ago. It was Fremont 54-50. As that rolls off, there's an overtime win. Inside Mendelson, and it's a 4-0 spurt from Maggie Mendelson. It's a 9-point lead. Where can Westlake look or get to for an easy bucket is a big question.
Yeah, I mean there aren't a lot of spots right now for Westlake to look. I was almost thinking Lundgren, try to get something drawn up for her from long range, but look at how far out Tamia's guarding her. This Fremont team been in zone for most of the game, switching here to man and just making everything contested and tough.
And 30-second timeout taken by Westlake. We'll remind you, we got the championship games coming up on Saturday. Tomorrow's a day off for the tournament. And we'll be at the Marriott Center on Saturday for the 4 championship games. We've got the boys' 6A semifinals coming up as James Edward joined us in calling it the Region 4 tournament, also known as the 6A semifinals and championship.
Of course, in some people's minds, it's always called that. And I'm not even jabbing you.
A mutual text group friend?
Yeah.
He knows who he is. Yeah, absolutely. He does. And it's gonna be. And the fun thing is the way they matched up, right? Because you got a corner and Westlake that played so well. Especially Westlake played their best game of the year. My heavens, played really well. AF and PG, we know that's going to be a slugfest. No love lost.
Does that game get over 45?
Depends on who jumps out first.
I don't know.
McAllister doesn't want it that way.
I don't know if Ryan does either.
That might be a pregame conversation we got to try to have. As that ball goes out of bounds off of Cheney. That's if Ryan will come out before the tip-off.
He's got more important things to do than talk to us.
For the way we waited at Weber State till about 2 minutes left before the game started. All right, let's try and get upstairs. 1:45 left. All good hands by Hedrick to be able to keep that ball in bounds. Nice find, Oliver to Coombs. 14 for Coombs.
Another nice job. That defense sliding up again on the backside with help, and Coombs on the roll to the rim. And just like that, this game back to double figures.
Salval had that one tipped away. Jensen reset the offense. Goes out to Salval. Cheney going to go at Mendelson. Got underneath, a little too sharp. And the ball in the hands of Fremont.
This was a Westlake team that did not lose outside of Region 4 play this year. Went undefeated in the non-region. Stubbed their toe a couple of times. Westlake, Skyridge. But, man, great years. You see that defense, just how stifling it has been all year, tonight as well. And they've made Fremont earn every bit of this semifinal.
Oh, 100%. As there's the foul. It's only the 4th team foul on the Thunder. How about this? If you're Westlake, you look at it, Tamia Gardner has only scored her points in 1 minute, and that was the last minute of the second quarter. She's yet to score in the second half. They've done a great job of marking out number 30. But Mendelson with 14, Coombs with 14. Here's Mia Austin, who's yet to score since the first quarter.
Yeah.
I feel like the opportunities are all over the floor, just could not capitalize on them. And a traveling violation, and we'll go down the floor with the Thunder. And Westlake only has one timeout remaining as that ball's out of bounds off of Mendelson. We'll stay here. Quickly inbound. Oh, nice move by Cheney. Lays it in. And the final timeout taken by the Thunder, and it's full timeout. Full timeout, we'll take it with them. 49-40. 29 seconds left in the 6A semifinal. .29 seconds to go. Fremont trying to get back to the state championship game once again. It'll be the third straight state championship game for Coach Lisa Daleabout. Fourth in 5 years.
Foul out number 14, Kaylee Henry. Her fourth personal. 15 foul.
As Gardner, that has to be a travel or a jump ball, and they call it traveling. Interesting. You didn't think that was a jump ball?
Well, I don't know. They had sustained possession long enough. I don't know. I didn't see it as a tie ball real long. I felt like hands got on the ball, tried to rip it away, ripped it away, and lost balance. But you saw that as dual possession?
I did.
Okay.
Which falls to the floor, you get the traveling violation once they both had the hands on the ball. We've had some officials call that very quickly, right?
Yeah, I guess part of why I think when you and I have talked about that type of a play, that's a quick whistle.
Yeah, that's true too. You're right. Dusty, be consistent. You're right. Good
all
call.
I want is Dusty to be consistent. I don't even care about the officials. I just want Dusty to be consistent.
You have to listen to yourself. You're right. Be your own North Star.
To your point, I think we've seen that called a dual possession at times.
Yeah.
But I had no problem with that being a travel.
I think it was just right on the line there.
Yeah.
But no timeouts left for Westlake. I mean, you are threading a very, very narrow needle, needing 3 threes at 23.6. As that ball was tipped on the inbound, Cheney to Hedrick. Got to be a 3. Lundgren lifts out, tipped out by Gardner. Jensen, Lundgren again for 3. And that ball goes out of bounds. And Fremont can breathe the sigh of relief. I'm not a mathematician, but there's not a chance for this to go down for Westlake. But Lundgren gave a terrific effort today.
I mean, I'm sure there's a chance, but Fremont would almost have to hand them the ball a couple times.
Yeah, you'd have to have back-to-back inbound violations.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be humanitarian of the year type of stuff. So,
as coming in is Gwen Ensley, gives Hedrick a chance to be clapped off the floor, and a couple more substitutions are going to come in. Hallie Perry, and also number 23, Sam Riley, as Jensen and Salval come off.
I said this earlier. This is a heck of an effort by Westlake. A 16-0 run to end the first half by Fremont. You match that, you got an opportunity.
Going back to the championship. The Queens of 6A are going to get a chance to defend their crown. Fremont holds off the charge from the Thunder with a 49-40 win over Westlake.
I mean, I just said it, right? There's a 4-minute window where Fremont takes care of it. If you're going to beat Fremont, you got to play a full 32, and you got to have your best game. And Westlake had a heck of a 28. The problem was that 4 minutes where Fremont was able to come on, and you talk about Gardner, 8 points to close that half was significant. But, man, this game really turned in the back half of that second quarter, and Fremont able to hold on for the win.
Yeah, Jimmy Gardner had those 8 points, too, to help with that run. Dan, your selection of the Heinemann Associates player of the game.
I'm actually I'm going to go Maggie. I was tempted to go with Gardner, with Coombs, but I'm going to go with Maggie. Her 14 points, 7 rebounds. I thought, she really came on strong, and so I'll go with Maggie as our player of the game.
Well, congratulations, Coach O'Connors and Westlake. What a spectacular year once again. This program has continued to be very, very strong and consistent in what they do, and they battle every year. They get to the semifinals, it feels like. But congratulations to Coach Lisa Dale-About and the Fremont Silverwolves going back to the state championship game for the third year in a row, fourth time in 5 years. Congratulations. It's going to be an absolute blast to see them and the undefeated Lone Peak Knights. There'll be no question at the end of Saturday who is the best team in 6A. Undefeated Lone Peak, undefeated in the state of Utah, Fremont. That's what we all wanted, right? So we all looked forward. It's going to be an absolute blast. We'll be there at the Marriott Center. For Vince Francis and Dane Stewart, I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us and for watching the 2022 6A semifinals on KSLSports.com. Commentary brought to you by Game Night Live Rewind.